Hi guys, welcome back again to the channel. Today we are going to make a bustier blouse or a bustier top with a Queen Anne neckline. So guys, if you are interested, continue watching and make sure you watch to the end so you understand every part of this tutorial. And if you are new, you are welcome. I'm Chisom Ene. Please subscribe to join the family and turn on the notification bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Thank you so much. So, without wasting much time, let's get started. I'm going to make use of this pattern paper to draft so that everybody will see it. So guys, before we continue, if you have not seen my skirt tutorial, gypsy skirt tutorial that I made with this fabric, I will leave the link of the video in the description box of this particular video. You can click to watch. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up so that others can get to see the video and benefit from it as well. Thank you so much. So like I said, I'm making a bustier blouse, but the neckline will be a Queen Anne neckline. So guys, the first thing I'm going to do is to mark out my starting point. I'm going to measure 1 inch, and that will be my starting point. We are cutting and sewing the blouse all together. So keep watching. Don't skip any parts. If you want to understand this, don't skip any parts. So this is my shoulder line. From there, I'm going to add my vertical measurement as usual. From shoulder to my bust point is 10. Vertical measurement is the measurement you take from shoulder downwards. From shoulder to the bust point, under bust, waist and hip, as the case may be. So from shoulder to my bust point is 10. Shoulder to the under bust, for me, 13. And shoulder to the half length is 16. I'll be adding 1 inch for joining allowance to join the peplon. So I'm going to do the same thing here to get a straight line. 10, 13, 16 and 17. So I'm going to rule out the lines now. So guys, we have the shoulder line. This is my bust point, under bust, and then the half length. So having gotten the vertical measurement, I'm going to add my shoulder measurement now. My shoulder is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. I measure 8 inches here. Then for this particular neckline, I'm going to make use of 3 inches. If you want to make this type of neckline, Queen Anne neckline, make sure that the wideness of the neck is not too much. If you want to get a better result, the neckline should not be too wide. So I'm making use of 3 inches. You can make use of 2.5. Okay? So I'll come down by 1 inch to slope the shoulder and connect it to the neck width as usual. This line now is now my shoulder line, not this straight one, because our shoulders are not straight. Do you understand? So having done that, I'm going to add my armhole depth, which is 8. As usual, to get your armhole depth, you can measure your round armhole and divide by 2. Or your bust circumference, divide by 6. Anything you have, you add 1.5 inches to that to get your armhole depth. So this is my armhole depth. So the next step is to add my armhole curve. And to do that, I'll come to the armhole depth here and insert my bust circumference. My bust circumference is 39. Divide by 4 will give us 9.75, which is here. So I'll take this line to that point to enable us get our armhole curve. So we are drafting the front part of the top. So I'm going to draw my front armhole curve. To do that, I'll take the midpoint of the armhole depth, which is 8 divided by 2, 4. And on that point, I'll go in by half an inch and draw my armhole curve like this. This top is very, very simple. Just pay attention. Having gotten the armhole curve, the next step is to create the bustier itself. And to do that, I'm going to measure my neck depth. Neck depth of 6 inches and mark. 6 inches standard. You can always use 6 inches. Okay? So I'll mark 6 inches neck depth and draw a line across the points like this. So this line will serve as a guide. Do you understand? The next step is to add my bust span. Bust span is the distance from one bust to the other. That is the nipple to nipple point measurement. Do you understand? So mine is 7 inches. 7 inches divided by 2 will give us 3.5. 3.5 plus half an inch, making it 4. Half inch for allowance, making it 4 inches. So on these lines, I'll add 4 inches all the way down. And I'll draw a straight line to connect the points. So guys, having gotten the bust span line, we are going to now create our dart. So I'm going to come to the under bust line and I'm going to add 2 inches dart. Alright, so I'm going to share the 2 inches on this bust span line. 1 inch this side and 1 inch at the other side. But if you have a bigger bust, please, on this side you add 1.5 inches and on this side you add 1 inch. Do you understand? That is making it 2.5 inches for a bigger bust. For a smaller bust, you can add 1.5 inches. You understand? So whatever that you want to add, please make sure that this side is not more than this side is not more than 1 inch, so that it will not affect the space here. You can always increase your dart towards this side and not this side. So guys, I'll be adding 2 inches here. So 1 inch this side and then 1 inch this side. I'll do the same thing here. 1 inch and 1 inch. Then I'll connect the 2 points to get the dart leg. This is, so can you see? So the next step is to connect from this dart point to the bust point with a curve. I'll use my curved ruler to do that. You can also do that with your free hand. Just take your time. Don't be in a haste to achieve your curve. So I'll do this. And yeah, this is my curve. So this is what I have for this side. So coming to this side, the neckline, I'll still add my dart 2 inches, but instead of sharing it 1 inch this side and 1 inch this side, I'm going to only add half inch this side. This is because I don't want the neckline to be small. Do you get? So I'm going to add half inch this side and 1.5 inches this side to complete it 2 inches. But if you want to share it 1 inch 1 inch, you are free to do that. So I'm going to make it 1.5 here and half inch here. So the next thing to do is to connect this to the bust point, this to the bust point. Do you get? So I'm going to do that right away. So guys, this is what I have now. We've gotten the bustier now. I will add my neckline, but before I do that, I'm going to increase the dart length here. You know, because it's not equal. This is ½ inch, this is 1.5, they are not equal. So for that reason, from here to the bust point is longer than from here to here. So I'm going to increase it to make it equal to this. It's optional though. If you don't want, just leave it like that. So I'm going to measure to be sure from here to the bust point, and I have 4.25. So if I measure here to the bust point, I'll have 4 inches. So the 0.25, I'm just going to add it here. Like I said, if you don't do this, there's no problem. You can always trim it during the joining. Do you get? So I'll just complete it like this, and I'll add my neckline now. So I'll come down from the 6 inches neck depth by 1 inch. I'll come down by 1 inch because I don't want my cleavage to show. If you want the sweetheart neckline to be more deep, you can come down by 1.5 inches or even 2 inches. It's just your choice. So I'll draw my sweetheart shape. So guys, this is my sweetheart neckline. So that's it for this part. Haven't gotten that. The next step is to replace all the darts and draw my Queen Anne neckline shape. Do you understand? So I'm going to measure what I have. Of course, what I have here is 2 inches. So I'll come to this part, this 6 inches neck depth, and replace the dart. I'll measure 2 inches and mark. Like I said, we are replacing the dart. 2 inches. Can you see? So let me draw the line to that point, so that by the time we join this, we are not going to run short of any fabric. Everything will correspond. Do you understand? So after replacing this dart here, I'll come to the armhole depth again and also replace the dart 2 inches and connect. So this is what I have. 2 inches here, 2 inches here. This is the dart that we have here that we are replacing here. Do you understand? So another replacement I'm going to do is at the shoulder line. Here, this is my shoulder line, 8 inches. So I'm going to replace this dart here again. So I mark 2 inches. Do you understand? So for that, I'm going to redraw my armhole curve. So I will use a blue marker to differentiate the two. So can you see what I have? So this is the armhole curve that I'll be making use of, not this one. Do you understand? So just pay attention, it's not hard. There's nothing complicated here. So having gotten the new armhole curve, the next step is for us to take away these darts here. Okay? Because assuming we trace this line up like this, definitely the 2 inches will be cut out. We are going to take the 2 inches away from here on the shoulder line. Are you understanding it? So I'll come, this is my neck width here, 3 inches. From there I will measure 2 inches. This is my dart here. I'll measure it here. This is 2 inches for my dart. So, having done that, this point now will now be my new neck width. So after marking this 2 inches dart, I'll come here and slope the shoulder again on the new armhole curve. Having done that, I'll connect like this to slope the shoulder. Can you see what I just did? So this is now my shoulder line, no longer this. I hope you understand. We are not going to make use of this one again. Okay? So having done that, the next step is for us to now draw the Queen Anne neckline. I hope you understand. I'll come to this neck depth. From here to here is 6 inches. I'll come to this line and I'm going to determine how wide I want this part to be. So for me, I'm going to measure 2 inches and mark. 2 inches and mark. So from these 2 inches, I'll connect to this neck width. Do you understand? You can connect with a straight line or you connect with a curve shape. So I will make a little curve shape like this and connect. So guys, this is my Queen Anne neckline, as you can see. Remember, I am not going to cut this part off because I will not use this as a yoke. I'll cut everything together. Do you understand? But if you want to make it in form of a yoke, maybe you want to add a different fabric here. So you can now cut this part off. Do you understand? And after joining, you add it to replace it back. But like I said, what you are making is just a bustier with a Queen Anne neckline. No yoke. It will not be a cut and join neckline. Do you understand it now? So at this point, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up so that others can see it and benefit from it as well. Okay? Thank you so much. So guys, I'm going to add my ½ inch for joining allowance to join the front and back shoulders together. If you don't do this, your bustier will shift position. So don't forget to add your shoulder joining allowance. It's very, very important. So this is what we have now. And the next step is to add my circumference measurement and add all my allowances. So my bust is 39 divided by 4 is 9.75. 9.75 is here. And we replace the dart 2 inches and add 2 inches for joining allowance or sewing allowance. So I'll just take it to the armhole. I'll just take it to the armhole and connect the 2 points. Do you get? So my underbust, round underbust measurement is 34. Divided by 4, 8.5. I'm going to replace these 2 inches dart here plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Then I'll take it straight to the half length. Okay? So guys, this is what I have. So we are going to cut it now. So after joining the neckline, we get something like this. Can you see? So if assuming we did not replace this dart, we are going to have from here to here, from here to here, and it will not get to the shoulder. Do you understand? That is 8 inches. We are going to run short of fabric here. As in, if you do that, you understand what I mean. You won't be able to fix your sleeve because it will be looking awkward. So we'll have something like this, 5.5. But with replacing the dart, we'll have 7.5. Okay? You know, our shoulder is 8. We went in by half, remaining 7.5. So we can fix our sleeve comfortably. Do you understand? So guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut on the fabric. Before I do that, I'll show you how to draft the back part. The back part is just the basic bodies. So guys, we are drafting the back part. This is my shoulder line. The next step is to take away my zipper allowance, 2 inches. From shoulder to the bust point is 10, and from shoulder to the half length is 16 plus 1, 17. 1 inch for joining allowance. So I'm going to draw my line. So to remove zip bulge at the back side, I'm going to measure ½ inch here, ½ inch, and ½ inch, so that the zip allowance will not be straight up. So I'll just connect. If you do it like this and fit your zip, it will lap and relax very well. So this is now, from here to here is now the zipper allowance. So I'll trim off this ½ inch. Okay? So the next step is to add my shoulder measurement of 8. That is 16 divided by 2, 8. My neck width 3. I'll slope the shoulder by 1. Connect to the neck width like so. And add my armhole depth, which is 8. So from there, I'll add my bust circumference, 9.75. And I'm going to draw my curve like this. This is the back armhole curve. Having done that, I'm going to create my dart now. So my bust span is 7 divided by 2, 3.5 plus ½ inch sewing allowance 4. And this is my bust point here. This is my bust point line. Bust point, half length. So on the bust point line, I'll go up by 3 inches, and that is where I'll stop the dart. If you want to go higher than 3 inches, because this is the back side, there's no bust at the back side. So the higher your dart, the finer it looks. Do you understand? If you want to connect your dart at the bust point, you can go up by 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches or more. Like I said, the higher the dart line, the better. Do you understand? So having done that, I'll take it ½ inch on both sides to create my dart. So the next thing I'll be doing is to add my circumference measurement. Bust is 9.75, which is here. I'll add 2 inches for my sewing allowance and take it to the armhole and connect the points. to this part, my measurement there is 8.5. I'm going to replace this dart and add 2 inches sewing allowance, making it 3 inches. So this is it for the back side. So if you want, you can create a yoke here or make a design here. So guys, I'm going to add my neck depth here for the back side. I'll measure 1 inch for my neck depth, and I'll connect it like so. So the next step is to add my ½ inch for joining allowance. So guys, I'm going to cut it out now. So guys, this is the back side and this is the front side. We are going to cut on the fabric, and after that I'll cut the lining. So guys, to cut the center part, I'll place my fabric on fold, and I'm going to place it like this and cut. So after cutting, this is what I have. Can you see? So this is how it is. So this is it for this center part. Then this side, I'll cut it too. So guys, after cutting on the fabric, this is what I have. So this one, this side will be 2, this and this. This is the center. You know, we cut it on fold. So this is how it looks. I've gone ahead to cut the lining as well and attach my fusible interfacing. This is optional. If you don't have this, you can make use of your lining alone. So I've equally cut out the wording. I'm making use of the medium type of wording, not the soft one, but any one you have is also okay. So this is how I cut it. This is how I cut it. I stopped at the under bust. So this is it. So guys, I don't have light now. I'm going to go over to the machine to stitch the part together with the fabric. I equally attach fusible interfacing on this fabric. So if you have that, you do the same thing. If you don't have, just feel free to use what you have. You can just fuse it together, just attach it together. This is the side that has gum. You can place it like this and use your pressing iron to gum the two of them together. If you have light or if you want, it's a matter of preference. So I'm going to place it like this, and I'll use my machine to hold it together. I'll sew this and the neckline, sew this and this, just to hold the pad to the fabric, to fix it together before I will join the bustier. Do you get? So I'll go over to the machine, fix it, and I'll come over to show you how I'm going to join it. So guys, we are going to join the bustier now. So to join it, I'm going to place it like this. I'll place it like this, and I'm going to stitch down. Then after stitching this side, I'll place this here and stitch. Do you understand? So this is how we are going to stitch the bustier together. So I'll go over to the machine now and I'm going to sew this all the way down. So guys, after stitching, this is what I have. If you get your own correctly, you should have 6 inches here. That is the wideness of the neckline. Do you understand? I'll notch this side. I'll notch here so that the breast part, the bustier, will relax very well. I'll notch here as well. Then I'll notch all through. Just cut all through. It will help the bustier to relax very well. But the most important place for you to cut is here, this side and this side. That's the most important. After cutting, then you can go ahead and iron it open. So guys, after you must have ironed this side, then the next step is to use the lining to turn the neckline. So I'll go over to the machine to stitch like this, like this, like this, and like this. So guys, I've joined the front and back part of the top, and this is what I have. And the neckline looking so beautiful. Go ahead and try it out, okay? So I'm going to bring the pattern paper for this side so we can appreciate what we have. And for me to explain the reason why I discarded this first armhole to make use of the second armhole. So let me just match it. So this is what I have after joining. You see, everything aligned together. This is just for us to appreciate our work. Can you see? So guys, if we had used this armhole, this first one, do you know what will happen? It will reduce the shoulder measurement. As you can see, this is where the shoulder would have been. Can you see? So it will reduce the shoulder measurement. It won't be up to. And our shoulder measurement is 16. Can you see? Everything blended very well. So this is the reason why we have to shift the armhole curve to extend it. If you don't understand, please go ahead and watch it again. I believe this time you will understand. It's very simple. So go ahead and try it out, okay? Let me know your results in the comment section. So guys, I'll join the shoulder, shape the two sides, and I'll be right back to show you the final look. So this is it for the bustier top. If you have any question, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. I will attend to it. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that others can see it as well and watch. Thank you so much. If you are still interested in the fabric belt materials, please let me know in the comment section. I will leave my WhatsApp number there so we can chat. It's still available, okay? If you want to sell, let me know. If you want to buy the belt, let me know also. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I'll see you again. For now, it is bye-bye.